Morning Show.
12 minutes after the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Maria Moore. It is time for the front page. What's happening?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, our SMS family. I'm Maria Moore, and here's what's happening in news. The mother of the teenager suspected of killing 4 people during a shooting at a Winder, Georgia high school called to warn a school counselor before the attack, according to the suspect's aunt and grandfather. Colt Gray, who was 14, apologized to his mother, Marcy Gray, on the morning of the mass shooting at Appalachian High School, sending an alarming cryptic text on Wednesday that prompted the mother to warn the school that something could be wrong, according to a statement the teen's grandfather gave to CNN. Now, a 10-minute call was placed from Marcy Gray's phone to the school at 9:50 a.m., according to the Washington Post. That was about 30 minutes before police were notified of the shooting. And this is really important because we remember Jennifer Crumbly. She is a mother of the Michigan mass shooter, high school shooter, and she was actually found guilty for her role in what her son did. So this could play a part in all of that. We'll continue to keep you updated at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. In other news, the first presidential debate happens tomorrow, September 10th on ABC. We have a special interview with Vice President Kamala Harris later in the show today, so listen out for that. And lastly, if your ticket didn't win, no worries. The Mega Millions jackpot has grown to $800 million after no ticket matched all 6 numbers during Friday night's drawing. So another drawing will take place. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a few stories we're following this morning. For more updates and news headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up, man? Well, football was bananas over the weekend, man. Starting off with college, there's really one game to talk about. Texas knocking off the champs, the Michigan Wolverines, man. The internet went nuts. NFL kicked off. My Detroit Lions beat the Rams last night in overtime, so you know I'm hype about that. A couple other situations in football that was off the court. A couple of Miami Dolphins players were detained a couple hours before the football game, including wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Now, they were all able to play in the game, and Miami won the game or whatever, but it was a crazy situation, man. They handcuffed them and everything. It was like, still trying to figure out what's going on, so we're going to get some more information done about that. I'm proud to say that I was 12-3 so far in my Rock T NFL picks of the week, and tonight we got I'm going to throw that in there, bringing it tack. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's Monday Night Football. The Jets in San Francisco is going to be off the chain, man, so make sure y'all tune in for that. It's my quick sports report right there. Bringing it tack. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Yep, and coming up next in the hot spot, I know who headlining the next Super Bowl halftime show, and I got the deets up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
You can catch me at the hot spot.
it's the BR18.
March on 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. The Beetlejuice sequel called Beetlejuice generated $110 million in its premiere weekend, topping the box office. Deadpool and Wolverine placed second on the box office charts, making $7.2 million in the 7th weekend. Its domestic total is now $614 million. Woo! And then Reagan came in third at $5.2 million. All right, y'all, let's get into the meat over here. Rapper Kendrick Lamar will headline the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans. He shares the news Sunday in a YouTube video that showed Lamar on a football field in front of a giant flag, and here's what he had to say.
What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home.
There it is.
There it is. Well, while the announcement was celebrated by most, some people were baffled that Kendrick Lamar was booked instead of hometown hero Lil Wayne. Master P has called for the NFL to include Lil Wayne in the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. Now, how does that work, Rock T? Do they...
Yeah, they can. So you got your headliner, and then of course they can add more to it as we get closer. And I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne, Cash Money. I wouldn't be surprised if even Master P and No Limit came back. Like, you gotta put them two on somewhere.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Master P, who
but
serves
do the West Coast rock with the rock with them like that? Do they perform together?
And that's what I think so. I mean, I
know Atlanta always bring on other Atlanta artists, but if he's bringing on, if he's a West Coast artist, wouldn't he be bringing out Snoop Dogg and artists from the West Coast?
That's what I was thinking. If he's headlining, I thought he was able to just bring out who he want to bring out to fill his show up.
Yeah, they give him a certain amount of minutes and say, okay, in your minutes, your time slot, you can bring out whoever you want to, but it all got to be within that certain amount of minutes. Now, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to bring out some people from New Orleans. I mean, because the Super Bowl was in L.A. and that's when the whole West Coast vibe did their thing. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense. We'll see what happens though.
Well, Master P, who serves as ambassador of entertainment for New Orleans, shared a post on Instagram congratulating Kendrick Lamar, writing, "Well deserved. He's one of the biggest music acts in the world, one of the hottest and has one of the biggest songs right now. I have to agree with the fans that Lil Wayne should be a part of this celebration as well. He's one of the greatest hip-hop artists alive, still relevant, and he's a New Orleans native. Let's not miss this cultural moment in the South. Life is too short. We have to give our legends their flowers while they are here." And I agree with that, too. So, I don't know. Let's see what they do. Hopefully
let's do it. I mean, because the West Coast has already been represented in the previous Super Bowls. And it should be only right to bring out Baby and Lil Wayne and Manny Fresh and all them.
Yeah, and Master P. They all New Orleans.
Jay-Z produces the show, and Jay-Z's cool with Lil Wayne and Kendrick, so I could see him putting them together. But Kendrick had 54 million streams this year. Not Like Us was #1 the whole summer. So I understand it.
Oh, it's going to be something. But I hope they work it out because I just don't want it to start no mess.
Yeah.
They'll bring him out.
Yeah.
They'll bring him out.
Okay. Well, I'm confused. Well, whatever. All right, y'all. We're going to end the hot spot on that note. We're going to figure it out, though. But coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. Is it going to be funny, Rock T?
That's already figured out. It will be funny. Pimpin'?
Oh, my God. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T's Joke of the Day. All right, now it's got to be funny.
What building in New York City has the most stories?
What building?
The public library.
I mean, it didn't even have like a double entendre feel to it.
Which building in New York City has the most stories? Public library.
Are you sure now? Now that's debatable because you got the New York Times.
No.
The library has more stories.
Stories?
The library has more actual stories.
Yes,
so technically, he was correct. It just wasn't funny.
Come on, dog. Rat.
Not the New York Times, the New York Post.
No.
Thank you. No, they do.
What?
No. They don't have more stories than the library.
The library have more than just stories. They have dictionaries and stuff. That's not a story.
The library has thousands and thousands of books.
Oh, man.
The New York Post have thousands and thousands of stories. Cause
they don't.
Everything that happened on in the city is a story.
Not more than the library.
When's
the last time you been in the library?
Since elementary school. That damn sure the last time I've been in one. Because I damn sure didn't go in one in high school. I had to go in there for study hall. I don't fool with libraries like that.
Yeah. Libraries have become study hall.
Right.
All them books will give you a headache.
So, shout out to Miss Witt. That was a librarian. All right. Yeah, Miss Witt, she didn't play.
Hey, good morning, man. Yep. The NFL season is upon us, so feeling a lot of toxic masculinity floating in the air. And so because of that, yeah, that's right. So because of that, hey, man, it's a lot of y'all need to be reminded of things that men do not need to do, especially for the next, till February when the NFL season is over with. Let's give me some music, Dave. Give me something in the background. These are man law violations. Let's start with, unless you're employed by Subway, Jersey Mike's or maybe Jimmy John's, you should never really be making another man a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's your son or your nephew or something.
Your granddaddy or something, your uncle.
Yeah, or your granddaddy or uncle. Don't make no another man a sandwich.
You can't.
A grown man should never, ever, Gary, iron naked. Don't be ironing.
No.
Now, if you just got out the shower, you got a towel wrapped around you.
I had some drawers on that. What about that?
That ain't naked. But don't do it naked. Don't do it naked.
Right.
And you should also never walk around on your cell phone naked.
No.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't care who you talking to. That's just weird. Don't do that.
Yeah. Come on, I was ironing naked. My girl came in there. She's like, I know that iron boy had 3 legs.
We're going to move right along. If you're dating, we're going to move right along. It's early. Early, damn it.
No.
Visual.
If you dating a woman that got a baby with a pro athlete, you cannot wear dude's jersey. I don't care if he was your favorite player. If she got a baby with a pro athlete, you can't be dating her and wearing his jersey.
Right.
No. That's weird. And speaking of dating, if you're dating a woman that got an ex-husband, you can't spend the night at her house if she still got the same bed that he used to sleep in. That's inappropriate.
You are absolutely the couch too.
Yeah.
Take the couch out of there.
Buy new furniture.
I'm not lying about that.
Furniture. Like,
I just need to be comfortable. Let me just get a new bed and here go a new couch where I could chill.
And this one's for Super Dave, and I don't know why, but 2 men should never really ride a motorcycle together unless it's an absolute necessity.
Dave, where y'all, you and your homeboy up at the park? Y'all be up there on Sundays?
Yeah. I needed a ride. What you want me to do?
He was eating an ice cream cone on the back.
And if you are on the back of that motorcycle, you better just hold on to the side.
His back was arched.
You can't hold him around his waist. Don't hold him around his waist.
Dave, you can't hold him around the waist, Dave.
I don't want to fall.
Y'all be getting on my nerves. It's the devil. The devil bothers me. The devil attacking me. It's my ops. The devil ain't bothering you. You ain't doing nothing. You gotta be doing something for the devil to be bothering you. Even he too busy be messing with people that ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Then you talking about an op. What's an op? Every opportunity that you got a plate in front of you or to have one in front of you, the buffet your op. The drive-through your op. That house you won't clean up is your op. Them children you ain't do nothing with is your op. Your husband that want to be a stay-at-home dad, that's your op. Them clothes that's been on that bed, that's your op. Them dirty mirrors in your house, that's your op. Y'all want to be bothered so bad, ain't nobody bothered nobody that ain't doing nothing. You at home. That bath is your op. You need to take a bath. That's your op.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all, Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's raving and talking about Kanye West, y'all. Now, he revealed that he recently got his teeth replaced with some titanium inserts, y'all. And now they're saying his new teeth may look nice, but they reportedly stink, honey. They're saying, y'all, the magazine In Touch is reporting that his Kanye West, you know, he got those titanium teeth now. They like metal teeth, but they're saying In Touch magazine.
Okay, what's the purpose of titanium teeth?
Because he's different, you know. He just want to be different. Kanye different, like you know how some Africans in America used to wear gold teeth, where he's doing titanium. So now I guess he's trying to switch the culture over to wearing titanium teeth and get rid of the gold ones, because titanium is just as good as gold, I gather. So it's a good metal. But they're saying, y'all, that his breath smells so bad that his new wife is disgusted. Now, they say they spoke with one of Bianca's friends, y'all, who said that she tells him what he wants to hear, that his grill looks cool and sexy and makes him look really manly. But the truth is she's disgusted by the way his mouth smells, y'all. She said, honey, the friend also added, y'all, that she told him that, you know, what a turn off it is, putting his lips on it.
What do you brush titanium with to make it not stink?
Probably jewelry cleaner. You know, get that jewelry cleaner.
And then she get some jewelry cleaner, put some fluoride in it or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do some of that stuff though, but I mean it's really different though, Rick. I mean more people need to start getting titanium teeth and stuff. You know, they're a little harder and they're more durable, and I mean I'm sure the cost.
Everybody else using tooth, but he using the stuff that you clean the refrigerator with. The outside of the refrigerator.
That stainless steel cleaner.
Stainless steel, baby. Yeah, so. But, I mean, she's rude to say the man breath stank. That's her husband. You're supposed to love your husband every bit of him, if his breath stank or not. You're supposed to like him. So, but when you get rid of her, then she's going to be crying or what have you. I'm sure Kim stayed by his side when he was going through all his craziness or what have you. So, but
you're also supposed to make your husband aware of unpleasant things about him. Wouldn't you want someone to tell you?
I don't know. It depends on how you say it.
Well.
You know, it depends on how you say it.
How do you think she said it?
Oh, honey, I don't know how she said it, but anyway, whatever, but she needs to be by his side. Moving on, y'all. Speaking of being by his side, honey, it's being reported that disgraced actor Jonathan Major is reportedly broke. And they're saying his girlfriend, Megan Good, honey, is paying all the bills, according to a report by MTO. Now, they said his rent, his clothes, and even his child support, Ricky, for his daughter, she's paying it. They say In Touch magazine dropped a bombshell, claiming that since Jonathan's arrest was for, allegedly beating his ex-girlfriend, Jonathan is completely broke, y'all. The magazine also suggests that Jonathan was living above his means when he was one of Marvel's biggest stars, and when he was fired, y'all, his pockets took a huge hit. They said that they said whatever savings that Jonathan did have was eaten up by his legal expenses, but he had to pay a lot of money to go to court and all that stuff. But I said that, it is, I mean, it is kind of sad, though, Ricky. They treating him just like Colin Kaepernick, though. That man can't even get a job. They're not even letting him get a job. But then on the flip side of it, my thing was, honey, would he have dated Megan if he would have become that big Marvel star that he was becoming? Because he sure didn't date girls that look like him. So that's just my thing. But Megan is by his side, honey. She loves this man. She helping allegedly pay his bills.
So do you think you think his career gonna get back moving?
I know. They are really stalling him. It don't look like it. I mean, my God, they let him see that, honey. Even though it happened in the 50s, Africans in America were just starting to, be able to cross over and date or what have you. But they remind him like,
he be dressed up like David Ruffin, but she be with him.
Yeah. And I ain't mad at Nisha. They look, baby, I'm dressed in Gucci, but you gonna wear this. And he'll be dressed like you said, like David Ruffin, though. So, but I mean, hopefully and prayerfully, that.
But he is training for a role right now. Wasn't he in the gym and they interviewed him and he said he has a whole role coming up?
Yeah, child, they said that, honey. He was training and everything, but training and having a job is two different things. So I was training for football, but look what I do.
Uh-oh.
But anyway.
Don't disrespect the sport like that, man.
But anyway, we're going to keep them lifted up in prayer. Y'all, in my free story, y'all, Taraji Henson, they say, baby, this girl's showing off everything. Have y'all seen the latest outfit she's been wearing, honey? She's been giving you cleavage, and she been, I guess since she got her raise, honey, she's been really giving it up and stuff and looking real sexy and stuff, which is a good thing, though, because she's a sexy young woman and she deserves to look good, and she's a single woman. So hopefully and prayerfully that, a man that she's trying to attract come her way and, help her.
She's been hitting the gym hard, too. I saw her workout videos. Like, she's really working for it. Her body looks amazing.
Yep, she looks good. So congratulations to Roger P. Henson. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is titanium. On the high end, you say titanium, and on the low end, you say beautiful charcoal gray. That's your color for today.
So you would give us titanium color today? Man, that's really
right.
messy.
That's a beautiful color.
He's going to kill us. Y'all give it up for Gary with the C.
Gary!
All right, I got some wake up calls. Y'all get at me right now. The phone lines are wide open. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit me up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake up calls. Get at your boy. 8669 RICKEY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because they woke you up this morning. Slid you in your house shoes. So it would be better. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Marla. I'm calling from Jasper, Alabama. I want to wake up Myron Mitchell in Canada playing with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and my grandchildren Bailey, Bryson, Braden, and Nala. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Mark from Charlotte. That ain't what killed them. But wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, Henry, I'm calling from St. Louis. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up to my lovely wife, Tanya Johnson Fielder. Wake up, Tanya.
Good morning. This is Felicia calling from Oklahoma City. Top of the morning to everyone.
Wake up. If you listening on your radio.
Yo.
Cities tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know.
Let them know
We
then.
in Norfolk, wake up. In Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up.
Hey.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Hey, Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brent. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, I'm going to be expanding your vocabulary with this week's Word of the Week next on Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H.
Job. J-O-B.
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
Anybody gonna get your vocabulary together? It's Gary with the T with the Word of the Week. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. This word, God dog it. Hell, could you let me speak?
That's just mean, Dave.
I almost had me curse, and then I be the guy out of FCC.
It's okay.
Crazy. Anyway, Ricky, he done just messed up my day.
I'm sorry, Gary. Yeah, happy Monday, Gary. Let's start. Yeah,
Anyway,
come on.
This week's words is God damn, Ricky, stop it! Tell him to stop it.
Okay, I ain't gonna match it. I'm on. You got to focus. See, that's when the devil be trying you. When the devil be trying you, you got to see. When Peter took his eyes off Jesus, he began to sink.
Well, my eyes was on you.
Did Pastor Warren not preach about that yesterday?
Yeah, but you need to tell him to stop buzzing, damn it.
It's like it sends a shock through your body.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I'm trying to doggone do my word.
Okay.
You got it, Gary. Devil is a lie. Go ahead.
Don't do this.
Go ahead, Gary.
Come on.
Okay, this week's word is contrarian. Contrarian.
Contrarian.
Well, you earned that one.
Wait a minute, he got it right at the end. The last pronunciation was correct.
Contrarian.
Oh,
contrarian.
Contrarian?
Was that right, Special K?
There you go. There you go.
Contrarian. Damn
Come
it.
on, Gary. There you go.
Contrarian. Nah.
You did that.
And what's the definition?
It's okay, Ricky. It's used as a noun or also an adjective, and it's spelled CONTRARIAN. Contrarian.
Okay.
Contrarian. Yeah, okay. Now the definition of it is.
But for all the people that don't know what an adjective is, break that down because it's been a minute.
Hell, I don't know. Adjective. What is adjective? Modifies a noun?
Adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun.
But that's what I said.
Yeah.
Jesus. Be asking me that.
You should ask him what an adjective is.
Yeah, what's an adjective?
What you gonna read as an adjective for, but you don't know what an adjective is? Ain't an adjective is a word that describes a noun?
But yeah, it modifies. I think it modifies a noun. Yeah, something like that. Oh, Lord, honey. Look, hey, I'm here to give you the word of the week, honey, not the adjectives and the nouns. But it's a noun.
Man, I can't do this, man.
What's the definition?
The definition of the word, listen, Ricky, the definition, baby, is a person who opposes or rejects popular opinion, often for no real reason other than to appear independent or free thinking. Now, here's an example of how you can use it in a sentence. Gary with the T is known to be a contrarian as he criticizes well-dressed comedian co-workers, even though they are usually admired for their outfit choices. Yeah, whatever that means, honey.
Gary, you did the best you can.
I sure did.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough. And here we are right back where we were before.
Isn't that a man, honey?
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.I. Word of the Week.
Yes,
all right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. John Lyon on the 1 and 2. Chicken and waffle mix going down, man. Hey, man, big shout out to everybody that came out to the MGM National Harbor in Washington, D.C. It was packed. That was a crazy show, man. Shout out to comedian Big Sean Larkins, comedian Marvin Hunter, man. Listen, y'all killed it, man. We had so much fun, man. Thank y'all for the opportunity. We love y'all so much, man. John Lyon, what up?
I'm good, man. I already know y'all shut down Washington, D.C. And you don't know, but you make sure you're on the gram at JAH Lions. So.
All right, man, shout out to Ronnie Jordan as well, man. That was a funny show. Cannot wait to do the National Harbor again. Black Tony, what's up?
It's
a bad way to start the week off.
I know. I came to the old radio station. Asked the folk.
What happened?
Asked the folk downstairs with that. Well, I knew it was gonna be a controversy. I already knew it was gonna be a controversy because NFL started yesterday, Shotty, or the weekend NFL started. Pancake. I don't know if you know this or not, but Pancake a big Dallas Cowboy fan, and I'm a big Atlanta Falcon fan. And we had made a bet, Shotty, and just like men's do.
Y'all got killed.
We had made a bet that if Atlanta Falcons lose and the Dallas Cowboys win, I got to wear that Prescott jersey to work this morning, but I couldn't wear nothing else with it but some flip flop.
Say what?
He said I had to wear that Prescott jersey, but I couldn't wear nothing with it but some flip flop. And that's what
you looking like.
Yeah, I came in the building, shot with the Dak Prescott jersey and nothing else but some flip flop.
And you have nothing on up under there?
Yep, nope. And the security lady stopped me and said, "Hey," she said, "you got some shorts on." I said, "What you mean?" She said, "Do you got some shorts on up under that shirt?"
Yeah.
And I lifted up and I said, "Do I need to put some shorts on?" And she looked at it. She said, "No, it look like you need to put a diaper on." And my feeling got hurt.
Why'd you say you need
it? She said I look like a baby.
We're going to start calling you Baby Tony.
I ran about it up. My feeling was hurt.
She said you need a huggy.
She said you need to put on a pull-up. You look like you 2 years old.
You be all right, Black Tony.
Oh, man. That's bad. That's bad, Black Tony.
I'll see y'all tomorrow if she ain't working.
Because I'm tired of dating. Dating ain't cool, man. Especially, sometimes you date a little younger than you think that's cool. That ain't cool, man. Because this new generation, there's something wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong. I'm serious. I was dating this girl, and it was going good. I thought it was cool. I said, this is going to be good. And we got close. It was wild, and we started making love, and I was like, this is good. She might be the one. She might be the one. And I opened up my eyes, and she was tweeting. I said, what the hell you doing tweeting? What's wrong with you? Put that damn phone down. You are rude as hell. She's like, people need to know what you're doing. I said, no, not this, no. I took the phone. What the hell you tweeting? I'm talking about Chris handling his business. I said, you can tweet this, but that's it. That's all. That's wrong with you. Something wrong with this new generation. And enjoy it. This might be it. This might be the last time.
Chris said she was tweeting. Stop for a sec. 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. Wait a minute. Wait. Don't rush that. I'm sorry. What just?
Thought you were doing it. You say he was killing it. He thought he was putting it in, boy.
Hey, but look, you ain't heard what she said. She said he read it. She said Chris is handling his business. He said you could tweet that, but this is the last one.
Chris Tucker, y'all. Oh man, that was funny.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Gary, what up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, record executive Damon Dash, y'all, he addressed y'all that embarrassing incident that occurred during that live stream recently. Now, they said Dame was speaking on his beat, y'all, with 50 Cent when he accidentally spit out his dentures. Now, 50, y'all, Cent has been taunting Dash, since he was ordered to sell his Rockefeller shares to pay off, y'all, that $823,000 lawsuit settlement. Well, Dame also owes $8 million in back taxes, y'all, to the government, which is not that much money. Now, in a new live stream video on Friday, Damon Dash addressed y'all the internet, roasted him after he accidentally spit out his dentures. Now, Dame removed his dentures, y'all, and he explained, y'all, that they are grills, he said. They are grills. He said grills are worn over existing teeth. Dame has no front teeth. He's wearing a partial denture that is secured, y'all, to his side teeth. Now, they say Dame said that he got dental implants 20 years ago, and after 20 years, you got to switch them up. However, dental implants are made to be permanent. Now, dental implants can fail for various reasons, but They don't all fail at once, unquote, y'all.
Man, if you can have dentures and pull Aaliyah, imagine what I can do with some real teeth. What am I doing wrong?
Exactly, but Ricky, he's so young. What happened to that man's teeth?
That's what I was saying. What makes you lose your teeth in your 50s?
Yeah.
But he had to lose them before that. He said he had them for 20 years.
20s.
Yeah.
Or 30.
Man,
that's
damn.
Interesting, Lord. But let me tell you something. Teeth cost a lot of money, honey. I mean, it costs a lot to take care of them because, Lord, all these
thousands of dollars.
Yes, all the money I be paying for these doggone root canals and stuff. I'm like, honey, I told my mom if I died before her, see if she could pawn them here because that don't make sense. Paying that much money.
Like just pay $50,000 for upper and lower replacement.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this costs. So, but yeah, he was rich.
Hey, rest in peace, Dr. Floretta Jemison. That was the best dentist of all time. I thank God for my natural teeth, and she did not play. I couldn't afford braces. I had to get a retainer because I couldn't afford braces just to get my teeth halfway straight. She said, you'll get braces when you get grown to be able to afford them, but this is the best we could do. Right now, I swear, I promise when it comes to dental hygiene, I take it serious.
Oh, I see that you always floss, and I wish I could do that. It's just
I floss every 5 minutes. I
consuming.
wear my damn retainer every night. I do that little that Crest. What's that strong Crest mouthwash that's like an Alka-Seltzer? That it's called Clinical. It's called that Crest Clinical. Hey Gary, I promise you, rinse with that Crest Clinical every night before you go to bed. It goes through your gums. It cleans out everything. Shout out to the Toya. My dentist, childhood friend that's a dentist in Atlanta. So man, I'm telling you, we don't play about our teeth now.
Yeah, and parents, get your kids in a habit, like make sure you take them twice a year for their dental cleanings. And then you can avoid all of the problems later on in life, all that, the crowns and the cavities and the root canals and all of that. If you teach them regular cleanings and how to brush and floss their teeth, you'll save a lot of time and money.
Oh, they'll be doing like me, getting all these damn root canals.
But all them little boys with them silver caps, them your defensive backs in the NFL.
Yeah, dog. Yes, sir. They be getting it in.
Yeah, they can buy them some teeth then.
Strong safeties.
all them strong safeties, cornerbacks. Yes, sir. All them little boys you see with them silver caps, they all going to the league, I promise.
Well, speaking of little boys.
In them single parent homes, they definitely going.
Lord. Well, speaking of little boys with silver teeth, y'all, honey, NBA young boy real name, is Contrail Golden, honey. He welcomed a daughter, y'all, with a woman named Hayden. Now, the baby named Corey, y'all, was born last year. Now they're saying, y'all, now this is an interesting story, so Ricky, y'all do the math. He's only 24 years old, and he got 12 children.
Man, he got that many?
Yeah, honey, he got 12 children, honey. And
got a whole offense.
God.
A whole offense and a bag up. That's good. Get him out the way. Get them out the way.
What?
I mean, the thing about it, if you can afford it or whatever, enjoy your kids and do stuff with them while you're young. You know what I'm saying? He can still ride roller coasters, still,
Yeah, you can start your own boys club.
I guess so, honey. But anyway, congratulations to him. And that's
a lot. 12 at 24 years old.
And with 10 baby mamas, honey. So congratulations. All right, my quick for free story. Everybody's raving Usher, y'all, honey, and Sierra. They're saying that Usher and Sierra, y'all, are bringing back the high-waisted trousers, baby. And they look amazing. I can't wait till this fall so I can get me some high-waisted trousers. But they say Usher, honey, he stopped by Good Morning America the other day to promote his upcoming concert, and they were saying, honey, that the stylish singer wore these high-waisted trousers, a turtleneck sweater, dog shades, y'all, and some Gucci loafers. He looked amazing, honey, and Sierra did the same thing, and this girl looked amazing in her big bell-bottom.
Well, you might need to consider that when you can start wearing these damn rompers to work up here every morning.
But it's almost the same, though. I mean, I like my rompers, though. I mean, y'all call them rompers. We used to call them jumpsuits.
Romper, but they rompers, short rompers. I don't know what the hell that is. You got on a tiny Tim or something.
I don't believe you saying that, because I almost wore one this morning because I looked in the closet. Did I wear that?
You got to take the whole thing off to use the bathroom.
I know that's the thing.
The whole thing.
I know. It's
and then Miss Kathy, he was gonna play that. You're gonna have to go to the men's restroom if you work for these black folks up here. Now we got to go in there and see you standing there buck naked at the stall, and when we in our fitness, we got to pee real bad. We just got to go. You know what I'm saying? We can't hold it no more. So now you in there with your rump all the way to the floor. I'm over there in the stall next to you peeing, trying to look straight ahead, and then somebody else come in the bathroom, and now we on Jasmine brand.
Okay, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today got titanium. On the hand, you say titanium, and on the line, just say beautiful charcoal. That's your Kahlua for the day. Hey, this is a fashion, so y'all got to get with it.
No,
You'll be all right.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
Ricky, it's Kamala Harris. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am well, my dear. I'm talking to you from New Hampshire, where I'm just finished making our announcement about what I'm going to be doing on small businesses. I have a plan to help small businesses start and grow, starting with maybe an ambitious to some, but to me very realistic goal of 25 million new small business applications by the end of my first term. And the way we are going to do that to help small businesses, right? And so we have lots of entrepreneurs, as we know, in the community, lots of folks who are innovative, who work hard, but don't necessarily have access to the capital that is necessary to start a small business. And right now, in fact, the average cost to start a small business is $40,000. But a lot of our entrepreneurs don't have that kind of capital. So my plan is that instead of the current tax deduction, which is only $5,000, I'm going to expand it to $50,000 to give people the leg up that they will need to be able to start a small business and have the time to build it up so that it is successful and it is profitable. The other thing that I'm going to do is to help current small businesses grow is to cut the red tape to make it easier for small businesses to file taxes. That's a real big problem. You know, big corporations can afford to hire all those accountants and lawyers.
Right.
And so that's one of the things that I'm going to do. The other is to build on the work that I've been doing as vice president to grow community lenders, community banks, and get more capital into the community banks so that they can provide more capital to folks who want to apply for small business loans and the support they need for low and no interest loans. And then finally, I'm going to support, especially in our rural communities, and you know, we have a lot of folks from the South, for example, who are living in thriving rural communities, but they need the access to the support around the technical support and the financial support. And so I'm going to expand what we are doing to get small business owners in every community, including our rural communities, to have the support they need, which includes supporting incubators and innovation hubs. So basically people who have the expertise to help them do what they naturally want to do, but don't necessarily have the tools to do.
Right. Can you also please address the people who have an issue or concern with this idea that, you know, you have not done or won't do enough to help people that are having struggles dealing with everyday cost of living?
Look, I know you know that groceries, for example, are still too expensive, and we got some work to do there. But one of the issues, actually, is an issue I've taken on in the past when I was Attorney General, which is price gouging. Right? What we have seen with these big companies will take advantage of a crisis like the pandemic, or where people are desperate for groceries for certain goods and services, and these companies jack up the prices to try and take advantage of the desperation people have. So I will increase going after that kind of behavior, that bad behavior. It's called price gouging. But in addition to that, Ricky, a lot of the issues have to do with affordable housing. So part of my economic plan to build an opportunity for people to actually be on track to build that kind of intergenerational wealth that comes with home ownership. So that's why I call it an opportunity economy, is to help first-time home buyers have the money they need to make a down payment. So I'm going to be, in my plan, is $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. And that will help people just get their foot in the door, right? Because that's usually the biggest barrier. And then once they get their foot in the door with being able to have the down payment, they'll save, they'll do whatever they need to do to make a monthly mortgage payment. But that's part of it. And then the other part is a tax cut for young and families, right? And so expanding the child tax credit to $6,000
for the first year of a child's life to help folks buy the car seat and crib and the baby clothes in that most critical stage of development, the first year of the child's life. And then, of course, there's the work that we'll continue to do that's about bringing down prescription drug prices. You know, as vice president, I have been a leader with the president on capping the cost of insulin at $35 a month. You know, black folks are 60% more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes. What we have done to cap the cost of insulin is having a huge impact on people's ability to not just get by, but get ahead. But I intend to allow Medicare to negotiate those drug prices, not only for our seniors, but for everyone, so that we can address a lot of the other issues around affordable prescription medication for people.
And Madam VP, the fast pace of this historic campaign has been amazing to watch. Seems like you're in a different city every day. And my question is, when do you get an opportunity to sleep and rest?
Ricky, we got 62 days to go. Yes. I will sleep on the 63rd day.
Right.
No time to waste. And you know what? And I would say to your listeners, I need your help. I don't think any of us want to wake up on November 6th, the day after this election, and have any regrets about what we could have done to remind people about what's at stake, to remind them of the power of their voice through their vote, to remind people, register to vote, know where you're going to vote, make a plan to vote, because the stakes are so high. And look, in this race, there are two choices, and one of them is trying to pull us backwards. You look at what Donald Trump has done in the past, what his plan, his Project 2025. I encourage people to go to Google and look it up, what it would do to take us backward versus moving us forward, and moving us forward to turn the page on the divisiveness and the hate, and move toward building our country back up, including doing the work that I just described around small businesses and affordable home ownership and things like that.
Yeah, and this I personally wanted to ask. I know you have the presidential debate coming up with Donald Trump. How do you plan to handle him, his attacks, his temperament, being on a stage with him? We have no idea what he might say. How are you prepared for that?
Well, you're right. I mean, he plays from this really old and tired playbook, right? Where there's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go. And we should be prepared for that. We should be prepared for the fact that he is not burdened by telling the truth. And we should be prepared for the fact that he is probably going to speak a lot of untruths. And ultimately, you know, what I intend to point out is what many people know, certainly as I'm traveling the country in this campaign. He tends to fight for himself, not for the American people. And I think that's going to come out during the course of the debate. But I expect that I think he's going to lie. And, he has a playbook that he has used in the past, be it, his attacks on President Obama or Hillary Clinton. So we should expect that some of that might come out.
Before you go, I just want to say that on a personal note, being a member of the Divine Nine, and why should everybody get out, and make a run and get out here and hit the ground running so that you could become the first female president of the United States of America?
And the first HBCU president of the United States of America.
Yes, Howard. That's right.
So, but I appreciate you, Ricky, and your listeners, because you always break down the issues, and I think your listeners have come to expect that it's going to be a real conversation based on what are the issues of the moment. And I appreciate you for allowing me to have this conversation with you.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day and be safe.
You be safe and be well, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson, welcome back to the show. You got 3 things that you need to know. We all need to know. What's up, big dog?
Hey, happy Monday, y'all. Good to be with you. Tomorrow is the second but first presidential debate. It'll be the first presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump, and actually the first time that the two will ever have met, which I think is wild. So many people are asking, what did the campaigns finally come down to by way of the rules for the debate? And so the rules are going to be the same as they were the June debate during President Biden and former President Trump. The mics are going to be muted unless the candidate is speaking. And that was something they went back and forth on because Vice President Harris's campaign was like, we don't want the mics muted because they know that the mics being muted actually protects Trump from him and any rants that he may have. They thought it was a benefit to President Biden, but I don't know if anything was a benefit to him during that last debate. And so these will be the same. But there's something interesting. It was reported that a campaign official speaking anonymously said that in the negotiations that there would be a pool of people on hand to hear what the candidates are saying into the muted mics. And if there's a significant, in quotes, if there's a significant crosstalk, the network might unmute both microphones. And the moderators are going to warn the candidates to stop frequent interruptions if that's the case. So it'll be interesting. I mean, I think it'll be better TV if the mics are ultimately unmuted. But based on the rules, they will be muted to start the debate. And so I think this is interesting. NPR reported you all that at a press conference in August, Donald Trump told 62 lies in 64 minutes.
Man, that's impressive.
It's 2 a minute. They equally reviewed Vice President Harris's speech at the DNC and said that she made 12. And they counted those as misleading or lacking in context remarks in her 40-minute speech. So I think it's going to be a big deal, some of the fact-checking that happens in this debate tomorrow, because President Biden's performance was so bad that you didn't really get a chance to deal with how many lies President Trump told during that debate.
Do you think they're going to really be able to get into any real policy back and forth? Or it's just going to be a whole bunch of ad hominem attacks?
I don't think that the Harris campaign is going to deal with attacks. I think they have to deal with policy issues. I mean, she is in a place where she really needs the American people to understand who she is. I think they did a decent job of that at the DNC. I think that this debate, I think if we track her speeches in between when she first got the nomination, going into the DNC and then post DNC, I think you're seeing more and more straight policy vision kind of remarks. And I think we're going to see more of that tomorrow night. I think that benefits them. So I'm sure that there's going to be some context around what the campaign wants to lift out about what he is or is not saying. But I think that the Harris campaign in particular is going to focus on vision for the future. And, Donald's going to do what Donald does. I just don't think there's another way around it. I mean, there's no way he believes that by attacking her, he wins. And that's actually not what we're hearing the GOP script is. I mean, the GOP has wanted him to begin to focus on that, but in every date, he's elevating the attack. And so is J.D. Vance.
Because he has nothing. He has nothing to contribute when it comes to policy.
Well, he got a 900-page document to contribute. He's just trying to say it's not his.
Exactly.
But, despite it being good TV, Jeff, I think that the American people deserve to hear what their policies are and how they plan to lead as president if they are elected uninterrupted. I would like to see it just one time.
Maria, you already know I'm going to lead.
How?
Be great.
Mr. Trump, how?
I'm going to do it. I show up and I bring greatness.
In what ways?
I'm the greatest bringer of greatness in the history of greatness.
That's how it's going to go.
Just Maria, but former Mr. President, how are you going to help the average American that's struggling with high food prices?
The average American already loves me. I'm telling you. So they don't even want me to lower food prices. They want to pay higher prices just for me to be president.
Yep, that's the right answer.
That may be what he says verbatim.
Yeah,
I think you might be a psychic.
Yeah, that might be what comes out of his mouth.
It's the truth. I'm telling you, go to Trump. I'm gonna be an emperor. I'm not even going to be president.
Oh, my
You're never
God.
going to want me to leave.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he getting people's
You're
head,
gonna
boy.
You're going to leave church. You're going to leave church because Jesus is not a better leader than Donald J. Trump.
That's it, Dom. All right, Jeff. I mean, Trump, or whoever you
What
are.
did Donald do?
Tell him
What
how
did
can they
Donald
follow
do?
you, man?
Greatest human being in the history of mankind.com.
Finance, wealth, and growth. It's Money Mondays on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
12 minutes after the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, our money expert, Janai Thornton, is back for Money Monday. She recently went on a mission trip to Rwanda. Hope I said that right, man. Janai has some great advice for all of us. Can support causes and give back to on a budget. Giving back on a budget, that's very important. Janai, welcome back to the show. Man, listen, man, giving back on a budget is something very important for all of us, because sometimes when we think we don't have it, but we still want to give to the community, talk to us. Give us some advice.
Well, it's interesting. People a lot of times think, they have to do something big, Rocky. Like I just got back from a mission trip for Rwanda. Your local community needs your engagement. So it's really easy. Only thing you have to do is decide, what are you passionate about? Is it kids? Is it the environment? Is it the elderly? Find organizations that focus on the things that you care about. And then now you need to determine how you need to get involved. Certainly you can give some money, but you can also volunteer your time. That's also a really great way to learn about an organization. Then you can decide how involved you want to be. But please don't think that we're so busy living that we can't give some impact, that we can't have impact.
That is so good. And again, congratulations on that recent mission to Rwanda. Really great to see the work that you're doing stateside and, across the globe. Social media also plays a huge role, Janai, in spreading the word about some of these great causes. I'm doing a fundraising campaign for the Atlanta Kidney Foundation. Can you talk about how we can get more active on social media?
Well, certainly social media is now the way that we connect. This is how we get our news. This is how we learn about organizations. But, please follow organizations that mean something to you. But also, Maria, a lot of people don't realize you can also vet organizations as well. So if you have something that you're passionate about, but you're like, ooh, it's a little scary out here. We got a lot of scammers out here. You can definitely check out organizations. Very easy. You can go to the IRS's website, which is irs.gov, and they have this whole section. It's called the Tax Exempt Organization Search. In there, you can type in an organization's name, and you can determine, is this really a 501c3? So it's really important that you do that. So don't allow the scammers to keep us from getting engaged for the things that are really important to us.
Well, Janai, what do you say to the person who thinks their alma mater, church, favorite nonprofit, etc., doesn't need their help? I mean, they may look at some of these colleges like Spelman costs like $60,000 a year and think they don't need to make more money.
It's funny that you say that, Brad, because a lot of times I think that's what we do. It's like, ooh, I see them over there. They look like they're winning. They don't need my help. They need you to get engaged, because we're making these assumptions, but we have not done any research. We haven't done any comparison. You bring up an example of something like Spelman. Sure, they may be doing well compared to other HBCUs, but you're not comparing them to PWIs, which is predominantly white institutions. So, again, these are businesses that need money to run their organizations today and tomorrow. One more thing, Brad, you can give money to an organization, particularly like a school, but designate how you want that money used. So you have some power. You don't have to give thousands of dollars to have power to determine how they're going to put that money to work.
So, Janai, how can we encourage our children to give back?
Not the cheering.
Well, you know what? It's really important that we do get our kids engaged. But the first thing we have to do is model the behavior. So the more likely that they see us doing it, then they're more likely to get engaged. The other thing, too, Gary, that I like, a lot of schools, particularly high schools, require students to do a certain number of volunteering hours. Yeah. That's really a good way to get kids engaged. But, again, we need to model the behavior, but see what your kids care about. Again, is it the environment? Is it the elderly? Is it animals? What is their thing? And let's get them involved, because once they start younger, they're more likely to continue into their adulthood.
Man, you
so
said
Janai,
something. Go ahead, Gigi.
Janai, do you still believe that children are our future, to teach them well and let them lead the way?
Honey, we got to teach them well, let them lead the way, because that's how it was going to happen anyway, Gary. That's how it was going to happen.
You said something, Janai, because I take my kids to a lot of nonprofit community service type events, and then I always challenge them and say, hey, there's going to be some that you may not feel like is really important to you, but there's going to some that's going to hit you in the heart. The one that hits you in the heart, that's the one that's more passionate to you. And those are the ones that those are the kind of efforts you can support as you start making your own money and donating your time. So appreciate that, Janai. How can people follow you?
Well, you can certainly follow me on social media at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
27 minutes after the top of the hour, front page time. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, RSMS family. I'm Maria Moore, and here's what's happening in news. Classes have been canceled in schools across parts of central Kentucky today, and residents have been urged to remain on high alert as a deep woods search for a man suspected of opening fire along I-75 enters its third day. Joseph Couch, who is 32, has evaded capture since Saturday afternoon when authorities say he fired an AR-15 from a cliff ledge on the side of the interstate about 9 miles north of London, Kentucky, striking 12 cars and wounding 5 people. Though his motive is still unknown, the attack appeared to be a random act of violence, according to the sheriff's deputies. In other news, as Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump get ready for their first and potentially only presidential debate, Trump over the weekend threatened prosecution and long-term prison sentences for election officials and political operatives who he suggested could cheat in the 2024 election if he again wins the presidency in November. So he's saying, if I think y'all cheating,
no, he's saying if I lose, the only way I can lose is if y'all cheat. Which is a crazy setup.
Right, but he's threatening prison sentences already.
And I'm going to lock everybody up that had anything to do with not supporting me.
That's crazy.
But that's not crazy. But,
I guess not for him. I don't know. Yeah. Trump's threats of prosecution come as early voting will soon be underway in a number of states. The debate on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia will be the first face-to-face encounter between Harris and Trump. Lastly, the Mega Millions jackpot has grown to $800 million after no ticket matched all 6 numbers drawn on Friday night. It is now the 7th largest jackpot in Mega Millions history. That next drawing is going to take place on Tuesday at 11 p.m.
Don't nobody need all that money.
It is a lot of money.
Don't nobody need all that.
I just need maybe
10%.
80,000. I'd be happy with that, but you know. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a few of the stories we're following this morning. For more news and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up, man? Well, the sports genius has done it again off the season to a great start NFL.
Right.
My Rock T NFL picks of the week. I'm 12-3 so far. Monday Night Football tonight, the Jets in San Francisco, and I'm calling the upset. That Jets will beat San Fran, and we're going to see what happens, man. Shout out to my Detroit Lions for beating the Rams last night in overtime. A lot of great things happening right now. But a couple of Miami Dolphins players were detained a couple hours before the Miami Dolphins game by police, including wide receiver Tyreek Hill. And before the game, he was put in handcuffs, the whole 9. Tyreek got out of handcuffs. They released him. He went and played in the game, went off, showed out. But then he had some words to say afterwards.
You know, everybody has bad apples in every situation, so I want to be able to, use this platform, to figure out a way to, flip this and, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, so that way we can team together and, do something positive for the community because that's what it's all about, bro.
Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott received great news hours before the game versus the Cleveland Browns. Contract extension, 4 years, $240 million, $231 million guaranteed, highest average paid yearly salary in NFL history, $60 million per year. Dak Prescott, the man, got paid finally. Angel Reese on Caitlin Clark beef, and she pretty much says there is no beef.
There's never been beef. We've talked trash to each other in AAU. So I think it's really just the fans. Her fans, they ride for her, and I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But no, I don't believe in her hurt that she has hatred towards me, and I'm sure she believes that I don't have hatred towards her.
There's no beef, ladies and gentlemen. No beef at all. So it is, and I'm glad she cleared all that up. That's my quick sports report right there. Brett got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
29 minutes before the top of the hour. Brigitte Tat, what's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Kendrick Lamar will headline the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans. He shared the news Sunday in a YouTube video that showed Lamar on a football field in front of a giant flag, and here's what he had to say.
What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home.
So fans are speculating that Kendrick's announcement was seemingly laced with a subtle shot at Drake. Fans think that part of Kendrick's dialogue in the clip, you know, it's only one opportunity to win the championship, no round twos, is a response to a recent video posted by Drake promising victory in Game 2. And while the announcement was celebrated by most, some people were baffled that Kendrick Lamar was booked instead of hometown hero Lil Wayne. As we mentioned earlier, Master P called for NFL to include Lil Wayne in the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show, but he's not the only one who has spoken out. Renowned mixer engineer Fabio Marsculio, may have said it wrong, whose credits include a number of Lil Wayne's projects and singles, took to his Instagram story responding to the announcement. He wrote, confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all inspired. Will never again be in a position or have the position, goat emoji, in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decisions. Wow, so I guess
not when it comes to that Super Bowl, you won't.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Do you think it also has to do with the fact that Drake and Lil Wayne are close, and maybe that was kind of, you know, a double subliminal shot? Because I know there's a lot of speculation as to why it all happened that way.
I'm pretty sure that Lil Wayne gonna be on that show. They gonna add him. I wouldn't be surprised.
They gotta have somebody in New Orleans.
Yeah, Master P, Lil Wayne, Cash Money, No Limit. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be added in some form or fashion to that halftime show. They gotta do it.
Yeah. Even if it's not just all rap. What's his name? John Baptiste that won all those awards and stuff.
Who did Maroon 5 bring out when they performed in Atlanta?
I mean, Katy Perry brought out Missy.
Yeah, I don't know that. So. Yeah, well. So we shall see, but hopefully there's some New Orleans artists on this because it's in New Orleans and you got to give credit where credit is due. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with the White Stone. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.